Lev Vygotsky was born in Orsha, Belarus, into a well-to family of Jewish ancestry on November 17, 1896. Soon after Lev's birth, his father was appointed department chief of the United Bank of Gomel, and the family moved to Gomel, where Vygotsky spent his childhood. Vygotsky's mother had trained to be a teacher, but saw her priority in being at home to provide a stimulating and enriching environment for her eight children. As a child, Vygotsky read the Torah. Vygotsky completed his primary education at home with his mother and a private tutor, and then entered public school for his secondary education. Possessing an exceptional reading speed and memory, he was an excellent student in all his subjects at school.
Vygotsky graduated from secondary school with a gold medal at the age of 17. He entered the University of Moscow and initially studied medicine. Then he switched to law. Vygotsky continued his self-directed studies in philosophy. After graduating from the University of Moscow, Vygotsky returned to Gomel to teach literature and philosophy. In Gomel, he married Rose Zmekova, and they had two daughters. Vygotsky set up a research lab at the Teachers' College of Gomel.
In 1924, he made a presentation at the Second All-Russian Psychoneurological Congress in Leningrad. He discussed and compared methods of reflexological and psychological investigation. Vygotsky's presentation was very well received, and he was offered a position at the Psychological Institute of Moscow. In the same year, he moved to Moscow to work on a diverse set of projects. During that period, he lived in the basement of the institute and had the opportunity to read a great quantity of archived materials.
In 1925, Vygotsky finished his dissertation on the psychology of art. Vygotsky instigated special education services in Russia and restructured the Psychological Institute of Moscow. An area of high priority for Vygotsky was always the psychology of education and remediation, and his lifelong interest in children with learning disabilities led him to form the Lab of Psychology for Abnormal Childhood in Moscow. Vygotsky was also being recognized as leading a transformational school of thought, which was turning psychology from a field of activity into discipline of inquiry. His philosophical analysis of the foundations of psychology in his work, The Historical Meaning of.
Unfortunately, Vygotsky contracted tuberculosis from his younger brother, whom he was caring for, and died in 1934 at the age of 38. He wrote over 118 papers, some of which were published 15 years after his death.